Hey guys, this is Alex703 Rockstar, and I'm back with another album review. Here we're going to continue on my list, with the next album I'm reviewing being Open Mike Eagle's Unapologetic Art Rap. Uh, Open Mike Eagle belongs to Swim Team, which is a crew that's sort of within, that all come from Project Blow, the project which an earlier review of mine, No Can Do, came from. But he belongs to Swim Team, which also includes Dumbfounded, who I've done a review for, Satire, Alpha MC, and I always forget the last member. Whatever. He's less important. Oh, Verbies. And Open Mike Eagle is sort of the unheralded member of this crew. He sort of always appears on the other members' albums just to do choruses because he happens to be a very good singer as well as a rapper. But he goes largely unnoticed. And on this album, he really proves that his rapping is probably some of the best in the crew. In my opinion, it is the best. Simply on originality, his flow isn't as good as Dumbfounded's, and his rhyme schemes and syllables aren't as good as Satire's. But what he's rapping about is definitely the best content out of the whole group. This whole album, Unapologetic Art Rap, it's sort of, it's definitely making fun of mainstream rap all the time and the stupid things they talk about, which you can find on the song Unapologetic with No Can Do, which is one of the best songs on here. But then it's also making fun of underground rappers, and how pretentious they are, which, it's not the most original concept, but it's still a lot of fun to listen to, especially when he packs it dense with lyrics that, are just funny and could go both ways in that scenario. The production is mostly taken on by he himself, and Exile, and I have to say Exile's beats are some of the best on here. Open Mike Eagle's own beats are very good, but they tend to be very repetitive, and by the last couple tracks, which aren't bad songs, but the last couple tracks definitely feel a little drab, especially because the style of beat is just this very slow pounding drum with these sort of spacey synths floating around everywhere, or one little bleep bleep bloop, popping around. It's a lot actually similar to No Can Do's last album, Jimmy the Lock, except slowed down a couple BPMs. And keep bringing up No Can Do. But, and I realized, the thing is, I thought the beats at the end were just worse, but they're really not, because if you play the album backwards, those beats sound better. So they all hold up, it's just that they don't hold up all next to each other. He's a very funny rapper, definitely. He has a sense of humor in the same sort of vein as Das Racist, who, of course, everyone loves Das Racist. And he has a similar sense of humor to them, but he has such an original delivery that you can always tell it's Open Mike Eagle. When he raps, I just think of cocoa butter coming out of someone's mouth. That's what it's like. It's so smooth like that. Cocoa butter and champagne. That is what I think of. And it's actually kind of disgusting, but it's not. When it comes out of his mouth, it's really, really good. And originality is definitely probably, in both delivery and in content, it's just something that takes this album really high. Now, it's not a perfect album. Definitely, after making so much fun of mainstream rap, it's disappointing to hear the last track just be a Swim Team posse cut, which is sort of a very typical mainstream move, and it's not really the best track. Definitely, it doesn't end the album on a great note, and as I said, it gets very repetitive towards the end, so all the excitement from the first half of the album sort of fizzles out. Also, he another bus driver appearance, what do you know, on a Project Blowed record, and this appearance is definitely not the best one. It's almost overzealous, a little bit too much, and almost like he popped him in there just to have another style of lyricist bounce off his, which is good, but it just didn't work out here. It happens. However, two good appearances from Alpha MC and No Can Do really do shine. Also, I don't like how all the guest appearances are cluttered in the middle of the album. It's really weird. It's like he's going on his own, and then guest appearances, and then he's on his own again until the final track. So I think definitely in terms of song order, this album isn't perfect, but still an extremely strong debut. He has so much poise. It's fantastic. Definitely cop this. I'll see you guys later. This album gets an 8 out of 10. It's excellent. Great stuff. Peace.